Hey, folks, certainly a much more mild day across the valley today with the readings in the 70s. Valley-wide, we're still in the 70s in some places, 71 Edinburgh and Rio, 73 in McAllen. Other places into the 60s tonight. Brownsville still holding out at 70. And we're not going to cool off a whole lot more. Most of us bottoming out in the upper 60s by tomorrow morning. About 64 at the beach because it's not warming up much there. Cloudy skies and maybe a few sprinkles around. That's that 10%. Nothing significant at all. You look at tomorrow's highs and look at this. Back in the 80s, since first time since last week before the front came in. 85 Weslaco, 86 to Harlingen. The beach will be cooler, about 76 degrees there. Normal high for early part of March, mid part of March, 79. We're going 85, 93, 87. If we hit that 93, that'll break the record of 91. That's on Saturday. That should be the warmest day of the next several. Lots of clouds tonight. We did see some breaks. Some of us got to see at least a little bit of a sunset out there through those clouds, but there's thickening back up again. It will be overcast overnight. And again, maybe a quick sprinkle, but not much, and probably some fog at the coast. Tomorrow afternoon, we should see at least a little bit of sunshine once again, especially in the western part of the valley. Clouds will kind of hang tight in the eastern part of the valley, and then we go overcast again overnight. But then during the daytime Saturday, I think we see sun a little bit earlier, probably before noon, and then a fair amount of sunshine, southerly winds, temperatures off to the races back into the 90s. Keep going to Sunday. We see more clouds on Sunday. We see maybe a sprinkle on Sunday as well. Front comes in, and that's about as far as it gets. It dies right on top of us. Probably moves back to the north, and fog still a possibility at the coast. That's been the theme there a lot of the last month or two. Spotty sprinkles in the morning. We're dry Saturday. It's so hot. And then about a 10% chance of a shower on Sunday. Rest of South Texas, here's what the temperatures look like. 60s all the way up to San Antonio. And if we look at all the way to Dallas, 64 there, 66 in Lubbock. So no more big fronts in the map or in Texas as we speak. A lot of clouds in Texas, though. Not much rain, but a lot of cloud cover. The map is kind of messy. There's fronts all over the place. Ultimately, we get a front close to us on Sunday. Now, Saturday, the front's making its way in our direction. Wind comes out of the south. That's why we get so hot. We stay that way for a while. The front gets close on Sunday and dies right on top of us, close enough to maybe trigger an isolated shower or two. But all the big bad rain on Saturday night is going to stay to the north of us, probably north of Houston. There will be some big storms up there. In the meantime, the front just kind of hangs out, doesn't go through. So we stay on the warm and humid side of things. We stay there, looks like most of next week as well. We just don't see a big cool down anytime soon. If you're headed to the coast tomorrow, get your weekend started early. Southerly winds, then southeast 10 to 20 at Choppy Bay. UV index is very high. Bay temperatures at 56 degrees. First Word 5 accurate with the forecast for tonight, 68 for a low. A spotty drizzle, but real spotty. Then tomorrow we're back to 85. Some clouds early, but then partly sunny skies and a breezy afternoon. Southeast winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour. Here's a look at the next 7 days. We start with 3 of them, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 85, 93, 87. And then next week, we're in the 80s all week long. We stay there. Now, long-range models do hint at a front about Thursday that would dry things out, but we're talking maybe Thursday. Until then, very warm. And again, this is the weekend you set your clock forward. You do that Saturday night before you go to bed or Sunday morning as soon as you get up.
So it looks like good spring break weather, but you used a word that I don't like.
Which one was that?
Humid.
Yeah, the humidity is coming back. We've had really dry air the last few days, but that's changing as we speak. 2 points are going up.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Yep. Well, that's weather. Now sports.